Hello guys, Michaela here, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another speed build. Today we are building a tiny home. I mean, yeah, it's a tiny home, but not really a tiny home. Anyway, we're building a small home in the world of Strangerville, and it's actually my first time building in this world. So I got Strangerville fairly recently, and I haven't had any ideas what to build here yet, but then I stumbled upon a very cute picture on Pinterest that I absolutely loved, and that inspired me to build this particular house. This house is built on a 30 by 20 in Windenburg, and it comes in at 37,874 simoleons. So it's like the interior itself could potentially be at least a tiny home, but because I have a lot of platforms and the roof is a platform, it's not a tiny home, which is a shame because on the inside it's very, very small, but because I have platforms all over, it's just not, unfortunately. So yeah, what I absolutely love doing lately is adding rocks to my builds, and this house is no exception. So as you can see, I'm just starting to lay rocks around the house, which the house is going to be on, which I absolutely love. I think these rocks from Strangerville are just gorgeous. The color and just like everything, the way it looks, I'm so in love with this. I was so excited when I got the idea to kind of put this house on the rocks, and it was just, yeah, I was happy. I was beyond happy. Because these rocks are just gorgeous, and the way it looks with like the green around and with the color scheme that I chose for the house, genuinely I think this is a masterpiece, one of my best works. I mean, I say that about pretty much every build I do, but I really love this one, and I love the way the rocks kind of complement the house itself and how it looks in general. And yeah, I should give a shout out to Twisted Maxi, because without tool mod this would not be possible. So thank you so much for making these amazing mods for us, because I could not live with neither tool or the Better Build and Buy. So if you haven't checked out these mods yet, the Better Build and Buy, the tool mod, I also have some cheat mods from Twisted Maxi as well. Definitely check them out because they are amazing. They are lifesavers, they are time savers, and they're just amazing. So I highly recommend checking them out. I have a link to their website, to Twisted Maxi's website, in the description box below, I believe. So at first I started with like a lighter color scheme, with like this lighter wood color from Eco Lifestyle, but then later on I changed it to like the darker brown because I felt like it's contrasted better with the stones, because this felt a bit too like warm and colorful with the red rocks. So then that's why I decided to change it for something a little bit darker, as well as like the trims and everything that I've added as well. Yeah, so this is like an eco home sort of thing that above like a pond, and it's for one sim because there is only one single bed, because I mean, I probably could fit a bigger bed, but I was thinking that maybe it's like a young person that like purchased this house, renovated it, or maybe it was like very cheap because it's on a rock. I don't know, just yeah, I only wanted this for a single sim. So now we're just adding some windows. I initially wanted to put windows here, but I think in the end there is the bathroom, so I had to separate the windows, and I think I delete one of them because that's where I put a dresser in the end. So that's, yeah, we're changing the steps here, the stairs that lead into the house. I was very indecisive about the color and what what color I wanted for this. I think it ends up being white in the end because I changed the color scheme. I initially kind of connected the walkway to this like terrain paint that is in the game, but I later on completely turn over the lot, so the front of the house is like at the back of the house because of the lighting, because the lighting from the front, which is like the front on the gallery, was just not good enough for me and for screenshots. So for screenshots and for building, I turn it around. But then in the on the gallery, it's obviously the other way around as well, again, because otherwise you'd see the back of the house, which is not really something I wanted to do, like show and highlight. I am also playing with the landscaping. Again, I mostly used items from Strangerville, and I absolutely love the landscaping it came with the pack. I used it before in like the toaster build I did a couple of months ago, and I absolutely loved those cacti and those greenery, and I haven't had time or like the inspo, as I said, to build in here, but I was really excited when I saw this picture, and I was inspired straight away. I think I started something completely different at first. I had like an Airbnb house that I saw on in a YouTube video as an inspiration first, but I just couldn't make it look good. So that's why I later on changed it to this. I also will add a couple more rocks in the like pond area because I wanted to kind of line the pond up with rocks. So this is where the floor plan is. The floor plan is fairly simple. It's like one big room and a small bathroom, which is separated from the rest, and it's just like divided with like items. And this is where I changed the color scheme to like a darker brown because I thought it kind of contrasted better with the rocks. So the color scheme on the inside is like this brownish color, white wallpaper, I believe, and then I added like a very light wood, yellow and blue. So it's like a very nice color scheme that is a little bit inspired by the Ukrainian flag, obviously, with everything that is still going on as I'm recording this voiceover at the end of April. The war is still going on, and I thought it would be like a nice little kind of reminder of everything. So that's why this was one of the reasons why I decided to go with the like yellow and blue color scheme on the interior. I added like I added a fence to like part of the patio, or like this sort of like a platform thing, and I also added a jacuzzi. It's a jacuzzi. I think it's a jacuzzi. I added the jacuzzi, I added some sunbeds, and I also added like a lounge area and some eating space and a grill. As well. So this build is not playtested because I don't playtest my builds. I often forget, so I don't do it because I don't know. I don't like playtesting. I hope it's alright because I know that people sometimes complain about builds not being completely like functional, but I just don't have the patience to playtest everything. So yeah, if you want to download this build, you can get it on my gallery. My ID is michaelasimsyt, or you can download the tray files in the description box below from my Ko-fi page. And yes, as I said, it's not playtested, but I feel like everything should work here. I don't know. I don't have the patience to playtest my builds. Now we are working on the front of the house, and I'm just adding a couple of necessities that your Sims need to live in a house, which is a trash can and a mailbox, because that's what you need. And now we moved on to the interior. So now we're working on the bathroom, which is fairly simple. I used the items from Dream Home Decorator and the shower from Snowy Escape to kind of make it. And I love the way this turned out, and it's just so cute with the dark brown and the yellow in it. Just lovely. And now we are working on like the entry area. I used this wardrobe thing, which is in the debug of Eco Lifestyle, which is because it's one of the items you can craft. So I added this here because I haven't used it in a while, and it looked really nice here, and it fit perfectly into this like nook by the door as well. So this is going to be like the bedroom area, where next to it is like a little tiny living room. Then you have a table and a kitchen and some like decorations, other stuff as well. I have a reading nook here as well, and I think there is a piano, not a piano, but like keyboards in here as well, because I felt like maybe the sim that lives here is really into music and they like to play instruments. So initially I wanted to use like this normal small table, but then I had the idea to use like a normal like table, like the 2 tile table, and so the 2 sides that are on the left here is where like where the dining is going to happen, and on the other side there is like an office. There is a place, like a seat with a laptop, which I thought was really nice because it's obviously like a small space, but laptop is something that is very handy for gameplay, so that's why I decided to put a laptop this way, and I thought it was super clever when I did this, so I hope you like it. I hope it's at least a little bit original, because I felt like probably someone figured it out before me. Now we're working on the very small kitchen, where I used the counters from Decorator in this blue swatch, and I added the cabinet in the yellow swatch. Again, because I loved the way it looked together. And I was inspired mainly by the swatch of the bed in general, and then I kind of did the whole color scheme based on the bed, because I just liked this one and I wanted to use it. I used this painting from the Decor to the Max kit we got fairly recently, and I really liked the way it looked with like the colors here. Obviously it has like other colors other than blue and yellow, but I thought it looked really cute. So this is where the keyboards are. I added a trash can on the inside as well. I added a guitar here, some posters, and I think I'm going to be adding one of those like floating shelf thingies from the base game next to the door to the like patio area, and I cluttered it up using the red shelf. I thought it was really cute because the shelf itself is very like plain, and there is not many things on it, so I decided to use the red shelf to add some more clutter to it, because I felt like it would look a little bit more realistic. So I added some shoes, I placed the guitar here instead of where it was before, and I added the books down here, which I thought looked really cool and just more realistic, and it looks so much better this way, honestly. And I also added I think a chair and like a light where the door to the bathroom is, because I wanted to add like a space where the sim could maybe like read and hang out and play the guitar, and just like maybe if friends come over, there is also a chair that could be pulled to the like main area, main living area. So yeah, I was really I had a lot of fun with this build. I love building like smaller houses, because it kind of gives me the freedom to do different things fairly quickly, and yeah, so I really enjoyed this one. I'm also now just kind of working on the entrance, and I'm adding clutter to this unit from Eco Lifestyle, because it was very empty and I wanted to add some stuff. So I added some boxes from Decorator, and I think a plant from Snowy Escape here. And then we're just going to add this like a relax area that I talked about earlier, with a chair and a light. I believe that's all there is going to be. I also added these like crafting things. Maybe the sim that lives here also loves crafting. So yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you want to download this build, it's available on my gallery. My ID is michaelasimsyt, or you can get the tray files in the description box below on my Ko-fi page. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking it and subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. It would mean a lot to me. And yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!